Hello, Chidi Tchorly here, and I'm super excited to come your way with this amazing opportunity. I also like to thank you for saying yes to review this opportunity with me, and I believe this is going to be something innovative, something that will excite you, and this will be something that you are looking for yourself. So this company is called Sollong, and Sollong is actually in the dipping space. When we talk about dipping, that means decentralized physical infrastructure network. So Solong's core business is providing the physical infrastructure that is supporting AI, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and the Web3 era. So again, when we talk about this, you can consider, for example, when we talk about telco or the telecommunication industry, most of us, when we hear about telecom industry, we can only think about big names like MTN, Vodafone, and Telecel and Zain. However, there are so many multi-million dollar companies that are not known, but they are the true power behind these telco companies. An example in point is the companies that actually create or develop the telecommunication masts, okay? Or also the companies that actually lay the fiber optic cables that allows you to have internet all over the world. And some of these companies are even much bigger and make more revenue than the big names we hear like MTN and Airtel and the rest. But these companies are not known. Why? Because they provide the physical infrastructure that support the whole telecommunication industry. And Solong is like one of those companies. So we talk about AI and we know ChatGPT, we know DeepSeek, we know all of these other AI tools and gadgets that are coming up. However, we don't know the actual physical infrastructure that supports these AI. So why is ChatGPT able to search through a ton of data and provide you with, succinct information in a matter of seconds? Okay, so when you ask ChatGPT a question, it's able to look through a lot of data and come up with an answer, an accurate answer, making references to authority and all of that in a matter of seconds. And the reason is that behind this AI is a super performing computer that has the ability to do massive calculations, review massive data in a split second, and be able to come out with results for you. So Solong is actually one of those companies that is in that space that is offering, technology and physical gadgets that actually they support the whole Web3, cryptocurrency, blockchain, and AI era. So that is what this company is about. I want to keep this presentation short, so I'm not going to go into so much details. But we actually have, after you review this and you are interested, I'll be able to help you take the next step, and then I will add you to my platform where you get to learn in more details what this whole project is about and how you get to benefit truly from the project. Now, this is the CEO of the company, Mr. Richard Wren. This is a man I've met personally. I sat with and have discussions on the growth and future of the company. He's a seasoned banker with a huge track record, particularly in Asia and other parts of the world. And he's actually the visionary behind this whole company and project. Now, the past, present, and future of this company. Now, the company has already laid out its roadmap. And as you can see, the whole journey of this company actually effectively took started in March of 2024, laying the foundations for what is going to be one of the greatest companies in the new era of Web3. Now, I don't want to take you through all the technicalities again, but what may be important is that everything has been done. Okay. Currently, we have our own um, smartphones and other gadgets that act as notes, okay, which we'll talk about more. And then also, what may be important to you is that the project actually literally took off in January of 2025, which is this year. So it's very, very fresh. And you are in position to capitalize on this innovation and revolution going forward, right? Because it's just in just this year, 2025, that they started allowing people to come on board the platform by taking advantage of staking opportunities and other opportunities that are actually available. Now, the company is also partnered with very big names in the crypto, blockchain, AI gaming industry because the company actually is bringing so much value to this whole ecosystem. Okay. And really, their value is so important that some of the partners that you see here are very big names. I'm sure some of you know IO.net, we know Alliance Games, we know OpenGate, we know NVIDIA, the biggest and most renowned graphic card producers in the world. We know Google Cloud, right? And all of these big names. In addition to this list, we also have companies like Huawei and Realme that actually produces the mobile phones or the smartphones and other gadgets for the company, right? And these are not just ordinary smartphones. These are smartphones that can actually generate you money as you use them for your daily activities. Now, the company has already done so many major events, and this is one of the green ticks I have for the company because as a blockchain industry or company that is actually bringing a lot of value to the whole crypto space, to the whole blockchain space, to the whole AI gaming and Web3 space, they have been invited to numerous events across the globe. In fact, if you look at the statistics, they've been to over 260 events in the past year. Now, um, these are some of the gadgets that are actually available. And like I mentioned to you, these are some of the partners that the company is partnering with to come up with these gadgets, these unique gadgets that are Web3 powered, that are blockchain powered, that have the ability to act as nodes and earn your cryptocurrency as you are using them, right? So these are preparing the way. So this is not going to compete with iPhone or Samsung. No, this is actually preparing the way for what is going to be the future of mobile phones in the world. Because in the future, people would like to use phones that can actually make them money. They won't just want to use phones that's taking money out of their pocket. So this is phones that actually are going to power the new age of Web3 and AI and crypto mining in the near future. And it's already here, right? And we have the partners like Realme, Vivo, and Anna, as well as Huawei, who are manufacturing some of our gadgets for us. Now, let's look at some of the statistics. Again, I'll not bore you too much. We'll get into more details in later presentations. But what is important is that over 30,000 of these smartphones have already been sold. Okay, we've had over 260 events across the world, including Africa. So in Africa, the company has already had events in Ghana, in South Africa, in Nigeria, in Kenya, and counting, right? And globally also, they've had so many events across the globe. So this is where a lot of our communities are centered. And in some of these places, they have physical offices representing the company. So this is not just an online-based platform where you get to worry about whether there's a face to the company, but the company is actually involved with physical products as well, so it compels them to have physical presence in a lot of the countries where they will be represented. And in Africa, for example, they've already secured a facility in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, where they will have a warehouse for a lot of the gadgets that will be coming in, so that anyone in Africa who orders a product is going to get it shipped directly from Nigeria. The facility also is going to house offices and residential facilities for staff and all of that. So this is going to be a very major project, and a lot of us is going to be very excited about all of these advancements. Now, let's continue to talk about some of the products that we have, and you will see that our products are very unique. Now look at this phone. These are one of the luxury versions of our phone. It's called the L Fold. This is the fiber kind of glass that can fold, right? And this is very high class. It's also very expensive anyway. But look at the features of the phone. Now this phone has a RAM of 16 gig. That's super amazing. Those of you who understand it, most of these smartphones that we use, the Samsung and other things, even the high performing ones have about 4 gig RAM, but this one has 16 gig RAM, which means the speed at which this phone is able to download, is able to run data and all of that. It's very fast. And number two, it has 1 terabyte of space of memory. 1 terabyte. Okay, even some of our laptops don't have 1 terabyte of space, but this is what this machine that looks like a smartphone can do, right? And another powerful thing about this phone is this camera. This camera is so powerful. It takes shots that are incredible with 50 megapixels for the front view camera and 64 megapixels for the rear view camera. And it has so many multi-functionalities that allows you to take stunning images. So some of the pictures you see here, in fact, all the pictures you see here were taken by the phone, not by those big, giant photos that were taken by professionals. These are just ordinary photos that were taken with the camera. And see, you can see the clarity and the beauty of it. So again, this is what we are offering. We also have our LPad, which is the iPad version of the gadget. Now, we also have Visa card that allows you to transact directly from crypto into fiat, right? You can use it to pay for hotel bills, accommodation, airline, shopping, and all of those things. Then there are other gadgets coming up. We have the smartwatches coming up. We have the smart glasses for gaming. We have the massage chairs that, and all of these gadgets have the ability. They have hash power to be able to generate cryptocurrency as you are using them for your daily activities. As you are playing games, as you are getting a massage, as you are doing your daily works and things, you are actually mining crypto. And then they also have the high performance miners, exactly what um, some people just want to be able to mine. And the company has mining machines that allows you to mine crypto. And then, of course, they have their own blockchain. All right. So this is what the company is into. Now let's get into a bit more of why and how you can partner and what you stand to benefit. This is the tokenomics of the company. Again, I'm not going to go into so much detail, but what's important is that they're going to have a total maximum supply of 2.1 billion of the SOLG coin, which is the local token for this project. And then over time, about 49% of all the total supply of coins is going to end up in a black hole. Okay, those of you who don't understand it, that is how come every 4 years Bitcoin prices skyrockets, because every 4 years it's halving for Bitcoin, meaning that a portion of Bitcoins that are in the market are pulled out and burned, right? And that's the black hole effect. So beyond that, we all have an opportunity to actually engage in multiple ways of earning with this particular project. One of them is basically investing in the CPI, okay, which is the computational power of the company. So and the beautiful thing about this CPI investment is that whatever currency you invest, you actually earn in that currency. So you invest USDT, you earn in USDT. You can invest Bitcoin and you earn in Bitcoin. You invest in Ethereum, you earn in Ethereum, right? And the average yield, which means the average earning, is about 1% every single day. So every day you are earning 1% of whatever capital you have. And the beautiful part is that it has a compounding element, which allows you to grow your income very fast. Now, there are other opportunities that are going to be available for you to even earn. So once you participate in a CPI, you are actually going to earn the local tokens for free. So the SOLG coins is going to be given to you for free. And in the future, you can actually hold or participate in other programs on the same project that allows you to grow your SOLG coins faster or mine more SOLG coins as you participate in the project. So this is the CPI computation. This is a demonstration of how it works. I actually have a summarized or a simplified Excel sheet that gives you a good overview of how you earn in this particular project. So let me set this up for you. So assuming you're going to come on board with $1,000, right? Okay. Now, here is what happens. You're going to get a daily yield of 1%. I've already mentioned it. However, you have the opportunity to also compound. And the compounding cycle for the project is 7 days, 7 days. So literally, there are two requirements for compounding. One is that you need to have a minimum of $50 to be able to compound. And the second is that you can only compound in 7 days cycle, not less than 7 days. All right. So what it means is when you start with $1,000, every day to give you $10. So by the end of the week, you have $70. You can claim this $70 or you can actually compound it. Now, if you choose to compound it, it will add to your $1,000, and then the subsequent week you are now earning 10.70, which is 1% of 1,070, right? So when you earn this for a week, it becomes 74.90. You compound it, it adds to the 1,070. You now have 1,144. Now remember, you can actually claim this money as well. But every time you claim, it takes it out of your principal, right? So if you take this, it will take it out of this. So essentially, you want to compound before you claim, such that you grow your income before you collect your profit. That's how you need to do it, because the company actually does not hold your money at all. There are some companies that will lock your money for 1 year and you can only touch it after 1 year. But here, you can actually pull out anytime you want by just withdrawing your claims, right? Now, supposing you decide that you are going to compound for a year without touching your money, right? Without claiming, what will happen is that at the end of the year, you have a total new principal of 33,725. That's a whooping 3,300 return on investment. That's more than 33 times what you started with, right? This is beautiful. Now, there are other ways you can actually also um, strategically position yourself to enjoy from this project. You may decide that, okay, I want a situation where every month I take something out of the project. So you have the opportunity to claim anytime and withdraw anytime, like I mentioned. But if you want to have a strategy, I'm going to suggest one for you. So this is a 4 week strategy. And with this 4 week strategy, you compound for 3 weeks and claim the fourth week, right? So what it means is that the first week, you are not going to claim, you're going to compound. Second week, you're going to compound. Third week, you're going to compound. But the fourth week earning, you're going to claim it. In the subsequent week, so when you claim the 85.75, it's going to take it out from this, and this is what you'll be left with to continue compounding for the subsequent weeks. And every 4 weeks, if you choose to claim, what will happen is that at the end of the year, you'd have claimed more than $2,700. However, you will still have 5,700 and 5,448 in your CPI that will allow you to continue to compound in the subsequent year. So in this process, you'll continue increasing your principal whilst you also continue to withdraw from the system. This is very beautiful, right? Now, I want to just show you, if let's say somebody has a more long-term mentality, right? So they want to compound for much longer period, because this project is likely going to be here for the next 20 years, for the next 30 years. But let's say you just want to go 2 years into the project. So I'm going to do a no claiming period for about 2 years. So you are starting with $1,000. At the end of 1 year, you have 33,725. So let's just say that you keep compounding for another year to come. So 33,000. I'm not even going to add the rest. I'm just going to leave 33,000 for another year to compound. So when you compound for another year, meaning that you started with $1,000, but you are compounding for 2 years, by the end of the second year, you have more than $1 million. So this will be a ticket to a $1 million income if you decide to compound $1,000 per year. Of course, you can compound 10,000, you can compound 50,000. Any amount, you can actually compound it and grow to the level you want, and then begin to withdraw. And I've already suggested some strategy for you that you can use. So this is it. I mean, this is very simple. I don't need to go into details, but what is important is that any time you participate, oh sorry, anytime you participate in this project, you are earning the local token for free. And because this is a very powerful ecosystem with real value to the whole community of blockchain and Web3 and cryptocurrency, the value of this coin is going to skyrocket when the blockchain goes live and when the coin is launched on open market, right? So you want to participate and earn as much local currency, the SOG coins, as possible. And that's going to be one free way you're going to enjoy from this project. Now, the other way is going to be for those who are open to sharing information about this business with other people. So if you are um, a network marketer already, or you are somebody who likes sharing good things with other people, you're going to actually also participate in the community incentives, right? which can allow you to earn huge percentages on a daily basis of what your downlines are earning. Okay, every single day. So the minimum you can earn on your downlines is 2% of their daily earnings. So anybody you refer, at least if you have $300 in your CPI, you can earn 2%. Now, as you grow in rank from S0 to S1, which only requires you to have a team volume of 3,000, which means your entire team should have 3,000, you can now start earning 5%. When your team grows to 6,000 in volume, you can earn 8%. When your team grows to 12,000 in volume, you can earn 11%. When your team grows to 24,000 in volume, you can earn 14% of their daily earning. And when your team grows to 45,000, you can earn 17% of their daily. This is huge, right? And this is why, personally, I believe that a lot of us are going to really recoup all that we have ever lost in the past and allow us to actually build a solid future with this particular project. And this is actually just on the actual USDT or Bitcoin or Solana or whatever coins they are earning. But on top of that, you're also earning these high percentages on the SOLG coins that they are also accumulating every day. So whilst they are earning their SLG coins, you get extra percentage on your own SLG coins because you have referred other people. And the ranking goes all the way to S10, which can allow you to earn 39% of the earnings of your downlines and then 60% of their SOLG coins. And you can actually withdraw up to $3 million a day if you get to S10. And so I'm not going to really go into all of these details, but at least I hope with this simple explanation, I'll be able to give you an overview of how powerful this system can earn. Of course, you may not understand it the first time, but at least it gives you an overview of it and you can appreciate how wonderful it is, especially because they are not just online based, they have physical products. So again, their phones are normal phones, but they are also embedded with unique chips that have the ability to actually mine crypto as you are using the phone. So the beautiful thing about these phones is that yes, somebody may look at them, they say it's luxury product, they say it's expensive, but guess what? As you use the phone, eventually the phone becomes free. Why? Because when you use these phones or when you buy these phones, you get to have each of the phone has its own hash rate, which means it's able to mine the local currency, the ASOG coins. And at some point, you have enough ASOG coins to activate the phone for the amount you use to buy the phone in the CPI. So if you bought the phone for $500, eventually you will get $500 in your CPI to start getting 1% on $500 every single day. If you bought the S2, which is $1,500, as you use the phone, at some point it will generate more than 5,000 ASOG coins, which you use to activate the CPI for $1,500. When you buy the $3,000 phone, you will eventually also get 10,000 ASOG coins as you use the phone to now activate a CPI for $3,000. And from that point on, the phone literally is free and it's also continuing to earn you dividends every single day as you're using the phone. So this is the power of this simple project, and I hope you appreciate it. I'm going to end here, and I want us to continue engagement from this point. So I'm going to share whatever information or answer all the questions you have. I'm also going to share referral links with you to allow you to jump up all the project just to have a few, and then you can decide the amount of money you want to start with. Thank you very much, and let's keep conversing over WhatsApp and other platforms. Thank you. All the best.